Good morning, children. Welcome to your political science online session. Children, today we will start with part 2 of lesson number 3, political parties. Let us have a quick recap of what we have covered in part 1. Children, we had discussed about the political parties. What are political parties? They are the group of people who aim to contest elections, win elections and get power and establish the government of their party. So this is a definition of political parties. They can be described as a group of people who aim to contest elections, win elections and get power and establish the government of their party. We had also discussed the characteristics of political parties. The first one, to be in power, to pursue an ideology. Ideology means what are their ideas, okay? To have a party agenda. So based on their ideas, they have to plan whatever will be the policies and programs. But that they can do after they get the power, okay, when they win the election. Then to establish a government, to act as a link between the government and the people. So political parties, they are the link between the government and the people. Whatever are the complaints and demands of the people, the political parties, they bring forward to the government. And government also, whatever their policies and programs are, it could be implemented with the help of the people. So these were the characteristics of political parties, okay? Now children, let us learn about national parties of India. Now children, to get recognition as a national party, the Election Commission has prescribed the following conditions. That is, any political party, they have to fulfill the criteria which is given by Election Commission to get recognition as a national party. So let us see what are the conditions. Now children, the first one, a political party should secure minimum 6% of valid votes in 4 or more states in earlier Lok Sabha or state assembly elections. So they have to get minimum 6% of valid votes in 4 or more states, okay, in earlier Lok Sabha or state assembly elections, and minimum 4 members should be elected in the Lok Sabha from any state or states in the earlier elections. This is the criteria. Or the candidate of a party should be elected from minimum 2% constituencies out of total Lok Sabha constituencies. Okay. So in total Lok Sabha constituencies are 543. So the candidate of a party should be elected from minimum 2% constituencies out of total Lok Sabha constituencies and from minimum 3 states. Okay, so this is the criteria which is prescribed by the Election Commission for any political party to get recognition as, okay, as a national party. So now let us learn about some national parties. Yes, now the first one we'll learn about the Indian National Congress, and this is a symbol of Indian National Congress. Yes, now let us learn about Indian National Congress. Now children, the Indian National Congress was established in 1885, and at the time of its establishment, Congress was an all-comprehensive movement and it was working for national independence. So during that time when we were under the rule of British, this Congress party, it was an all-comprehensive movement and it was working for the national independence. So the groups with different ideologies had come together in this nationalist movement. So in this movement for the freedom of our country, the people that is having different ideologies, that is the groups with different ideologies, had come together in this nationalist movement. And after independence, the Congress emerged as the most dominant political party. You have learned about it. It was a single dominant party, that is one party system. Yes, and this party from the beginning follows the policy of secularism. Secularism means equal respect for all religions, all-round development, equal rights and welfare for minorities and disadvantaged sections of the society. So this party, it follows the policy of secularism, all-round development, equal rights and welfare for minorities and disadvantaged sections of the society. Now let us learn about Communist Party of India. Now children, this Communist Party of India, it was formed in the year, or you can say it was established in 1925, and this party was based on the communist ideology. Children, communist ideology means the people, the political party, it thinks for the welfare of the poor farmers or workers, peasants, etc. So this party was based on communist ideology and was established in 1925, and it is an old party in India. This party works for the welfare of laborers and workers, as I told you. Okay, it follows the communist ideology. It is based on communist ideology, so it works for the welfare of the laborers and workers. And the party opposes capitalism. Children, capitalism means what, children? It means that concentration of wealth in the hands of private individuals. So the party opposes capitalism, that is, the wealth should be distributed equally among everyone. It should not be concentrated in the hands of few private individuals. So the party opposes capitalism. Now children, the party leadership developed differences in 1960s. Now what were the differences? What were the differences which were developed? So it was basically over the issue of whether Communist Party of India should accept the leadership of Communist China or Soviet Union. Children, Soviet Union is Russia. Okay, so they both also having the communist ideologies. So there were the differences in 1960s that whether the Communist Party of India should accept the leadership of Communist China or the Soviet Union. Now children, Communist China, it is also based on, as I told you, it is having the communist ideology, but then they follow the policies of Mao, Mao, and Soviet Union, it follows the policies of Karl Marx. It follows his ideas. Okay, so now there were differences in 1960s that whether the Communist Party of India should accept the leadership of Communist China or the Soviet Union, and that led to a split in the Communist Party of India, and a separate party, that is Communist Party of India Marxist, was formed in 1964. So now there was a split in this Communist Party. Okay, and Communist Party of India Marxist was formed in 1964. Okay, now children, let us learn about Bharatiya Janata Party. Now children, Bharatiya Janata Party, this is a ruling party, yes, and the Prime Minister of Bharatiya Janata Party is Narendra Modi ji, right? So let us learn about Bharatiya Janata Party. Now children, Bharatiya Janata Party is an important party at the national level, but let us learn about the background of this, okay, when it was established. Okay, so Bharatiya Jan Sangh, Jan means people, okay, it was established in 1951, and this party, it was merged with Janata Party that was established in 1977. So first was the Bharatiya Jan Sangh, okay, it was established in 1951, and then this party, it got merged with Janata Party that was established in 1977. But children, the Janata Party, it could not survive. So there was a split in the party, and Bharatiya Jan Sangh, that was a component party of Janata Party, established a new party in 1980, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. And this party, it stands for the protection of Indian culture and traditions. It works for the protection of Indian culture and traditions. And also this party gives importance to economic reforms, that is they think about the economy, that is how economy should be developed. So they give lot of importance to economic reforms, that is economic changes. Now let us learn about Communist Party of India Marxist. Children, now only we had discussed about the Communist Party of India. It was split, and Communist Party of India Marxist was formed in 1964. Yes, just now we had discussed about it. Now children, this party, it proclaims socialism, secularism and democracy. Children, socialism means thinking about the society, that there should be no discrimination or on the basis of caste, creed. Everywhere there should be equality. So this party proclaims socialism, secularism and democracy. Secularism means, as I told you children, equal respect for all religions. This party opposes imperialism. Children, what is imperialism? You have learned in your 9th standard. It is basically a country which has lot of power. It tries to control or capture other weaker countries. Okay, so that's the meaning of imperialism. And party's policy is to protect the interest of workers, farmers and landless laborers. So that was about the Communist Party of India, Marxist. Now next, Bahujan Samaj Party. Bahujan Samaj Party professes the socialist ideology. Again here about the society, equality in society. In 1984, the party was established with the objective of promoting the interest of majority. Children, here the majority are these groups of people, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, religious minorities and other backward classes. They together constitute a majority. So here in 1984, this party, that is Bahujan Samaj Party, was established with the objective of protecting the interest of majority, that is the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, religious minorities and other backward classes. And this party aims to give power in the hands of the majority, that is all this section of the society, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, religious minorities, that is those who are less in number, okay, and other backward classes. They constitute majority, and this party, it aims to give power in the hands of the majority. Now children, this Bahujan Samaj Party, it was formed by Kanchi Ram, and children, this party is active in the state of Uttar Pradesh, and Mayawati is the president of Bahujan Samaj Party. Okay. Now let us learn about the Nationalist Congress Party. Children, just have a look. NCP. Okay. The symbol is clock. Yes. So Nationalist Congress Party. Let us learn about it. Children, in 1999, there was a split in Congress Party and the Nationalist Congress Party was established. So we have learnt about the Indian National Congress. Yes. So children, this Nationalist Congress Party was a result of the split in the Congress Party. So in 1999, there was a split in the Congress Party and Nationalist Congress Party was established. The party believes in the values of democracy, equality and secularism. So the party believes in values of democracy, equality and secularism. The party was in power in Maharashtra from 1999 to 2014 in coalition with the Congress Party. So this party was in power in Maharashtra from 1999 to 2014 in coalition with the Congress Party. And Nationalist Congress Party for a long period was also a part of coalition government led by Congress at center from 2004 to 2014. That is at the center, that was at the state level, and this is at the center level, that is union level. So it was led by the Congress at center from 2004 to 2014. Now let us learn about the next, that is Trinamool Congress. Now children, All India Trinamool Congress Party was established in 1998. Election Commission gave the party recognition as National Party in 2016. So this party has got the recognition as National Party in 2016. The party supports democracy, secularism and protection of interest of weaker sections of society. So Trinamool Congress Party, it was established in 1998, and Election Commission, it has given recognition to this party as National Party in 2016. And what does this party support? It supports democracy, secularism and protection of interest of weaker sections of the society. And this party, children, Trinamool Congress Party, it is active in the state of Bengal, that is West Bengal. Okay. So All India Trinamool Congress Party was established in 1998. Children, let us have a look at the number of seats secured by national parties in Lok Sabha elections of 2009 and 2014. Now just have a look at this national parties. Indian National Congress, number of seats it had acquired in 2009, that were 206 seats, and in 2014 it was only 44. Then Communist Party of India, 4 seats in 2009, and in 2014 only 1 seat. Bharatiya Janata Party, 116 seats in 2009 and 282 in 2014. Communist Party of India Marxist, 16 seats in 2009 and 9 seats in 2014. Bahujan Samaj Party, in 2009 it had 21 seats and in 2014 no seats. Nationalist Congress Party, it had 9 seats in 2009 and in 2014 6 seats. So these are the number of seats which are secured by national parties in Lok Sabha elections of 2009 and 2014. So these are all the national parties: Indian National Congress, Communist Party of India, Bharatiya Janata Party, Communist Party of India Marxist, Bahujan Samaj Party, Nationalist Congress Party, and we have Trinamool Congress also, that is also a national party. Okay, so these all national parties you should remember, and when it were established, all this you should remember. Okay, so children, today we had discussed about the national parties. Okay, now children, there's a homework for you. I want all of you to write this in your notebooks, children. Now children, complete the concept map. You have to complete this concept map. You have to draw as it is given. So national parties in India, 2 are already given to you: Indian National Congress and Communist Party Marxist. Remaining you have to write. Okay, so such type of questions, children, you get in the examination. So you have to draw this concept map in your notebooks, children. You have to practice this, and there should be no mistakes in this, no spelling errors. Okay, you have to write it perfectly. Okay, then next one, complete the following timeline showing political parties and their year of establishment. So children, this timeline, it had appeared in the board examination. So children, I want you all to write in your notebooks this homework activity. Now children, in 1885 Indian National Congress was established. Communist Party of India, 1925. In 1980 we have Bharatiya Janata Party. 1984 they have already given you Bahujan Samaj Party, and 1999 Nationalist Congress Party. I want all of you to write this in your notebook, children. You have to practice all the concept maps. Okay, so children, I hope you have understood the national parties. Then what is the criteria for any political party to be a national party? Okay, so we have discussed about national parties. In the next class we'll be studying about the regional parties. Okay, so we'll continue in the next class. Thank you, my dear students. Take care and have a good day.